To episode 3 of the BCW show. My name is Jason. I'm joined alongside Lewis, Tom, and Matt. So, in episode 1, we did a Royal Rumble predictions for the title. We had a three-way tie, so that means Lewis is still our champion.
Sweet.
So, it'll carry over to Elimination Chamber. But today's topic of the video, we're going to talk about did Jey Uso deserve to win the Royal Rumble? We're going to kick things off with Lewis. So, Lewis, go ahead.
So I don't think it's so much as Jey Uso didn't deserve it. Jey Uso is great. He's awesome. Very hot in the company right now. I love Jey Uso, big fan. But I have to go with no Yeet. I don't think he was the right choice for this match. I think John Cena or CM Punk were the very two clear favorites to win, and I think WWE should have went with either one of the two because they haven't had title matches in a very long time. And Jey Uso has a lot of time to win a Royal Rumble. He's going to be in the WWE for probably, quite a few more years than John Cena or CM Punk. This is Cena's last chance. And CM Punk's not even going to the Rumble next year. So I feel like Jey Uso still would have had some momentum, going into next year or the year after that. I think it was time to give it to Cena or Punk, but they missed an opportunity. And I just think that either one, like Jey Uso versus Cody or Jey Uso versus Gunther for WrestleMania, I just feel like those aren't the best options for title matches at WrestleMania this year.
See, I'll play devil's advocate here. I think, I agree with Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble, but I do like the point of CM Punk winning. I think personally, if I was booking, I probably would have had Punk win. But at the same time, I do like Jey Uso because they're finally striking while the pan's hot. You look at the mistake they made with LA Knight. LA Knight was the most over guy in the company, should have had Money in the Bank, and should have became world champion. They didn't do that. They let it slide to Damian Priest. So now I think Triple H is trying to correct his mistake in the past, giving Jey Uso the Royal Rumble win. Probably going to win the World Heavyweight title. But like you said, Lewis, I'm not a huge fan of seeing Jey and Gunther again. But at the same time, I think Jey did deserve this Royal Rumble win.
He definitely deserved it. I'll say that. He's the most over guy in the whole company right now. But again, the potential matchups are just not interesting whatsoever. And
Absolutely.
you could see it on Twitter everywhere. Obviously, they're still yeeting in the crowds, but like most people are kind of upset about it.
You couldn't have had Cena win it just based off the fact that he's not even there. He's not going to be there for another month. The thing with Punk is he could have won, I guess, too, but I feel like the matchups they're creating without him having winning the Rumble are better than if he won the Rumble. Like I think him and Cody would be very cool, but I really want to see this triple threat. And Jey Uso needs to have like that crowning moment to make him that much more of a star. He's definitely, I mean, he's absolutely earned it. He's the most over guy in the entire world right now. I feel like there's no better time for him to get this opportunity than to win the Rumble and then get his title at WrestleMania.
I mean, yeah, I think a major problem in this is Gunther, and maybe not even Gunther himself. I think it's just the way WWE treats him. It's like they always kind of dodge him facing like the Seth Rollinses or the Cody Rhodes. So like when he faces a guy like Jey Uso, now it kind of makes Jey Uso look like a side gig. So
Yeah,
I
I'll
do
give
agree.
you that.
I think the way they've been approaching this title reign with Gunther is they're not fighting Gunther, they're fighting for a chance to fight Gunther. Like most of the stories for his title reign have been between two other people trying to get the title shot, and they're not really building the story between him and who he's fighting. It's more of, the to getting there. And I feel like it's just been very disappointing.
Yeah. Also, I don't think it helps that we literally just saw Jey Uso fight Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship like 2 or 3 weeks ago now, however long it's been,
Yeah, yeah.
for the World Championship, and he lost. And I also feel like it'd be awkward if he fights Cody because I think Cody still has quite a few more months left in his title reign. And I don't think that they would take the title off of him at WrestleMania. And I don't know. I feel like it'd be a little awkward because you can't have Jay be the heel in that match. And I feel like it would be kind of weird if you pulled the trigger on the Cody heel turn like this quick. That's just not enough time to build that up properly. I just feel like WWE put themselves in an awkward position here.
But
Oh
my
yeah.
my thinking is that at least in Triple H's mind, he must be like dead set on what he's gonna do. So obviously, going back to what Matt said, the fact that John Cena showed up once in the build to the Royal Rumble made it kind of clear to me that he wasn't gonna win the match. But what surprised me about Jay actually winning is I didn't think Triple H had the balls to pull off a move like this. I think it's very courageous. I'm not saying Jay like doesn't deserve it, but I feel like the consensus too were Cena and CM Punk. And the fact that he's going with Jay not only shows that he has enough faith in Jay, it's kind of elevating Jay a little bit more to even more superstardom. Like you said, he's already top of the merch sales, gets the biggest reaction of the night. That last thing he needs is that crowning achievement, winning the world title. But also, like you said, the matchup's not great. Like Cody and Jay, as you can see in my background, they're best pals. They're not gonna fight at WrestleMania. And even if they do, it's not gonna make any sense, and the match is gonna feel out of place. And also, if you have Cody and Jay, Cody has to win.
I feel like
Absolutely.
there's a way they can save this though, so that way the match with Jay and Gunther is more interesting, like by adding a third person to it. Like they've done that in the past. I don't think it should be Cena, but like Drew McIntyre maybe because him and Jay and Gunther, I think they could put on a fantastic match. And it's like it's Jay's two biggest rivals at the time, like right now, and he gets both beats both of them in this match. So I mean, they could do something like that, or they need to really up the build and start to do it really quick.
Yeah,
I,
Like I
I
don't even
just
think Jay should have thought about it. I think he should have just chose Gunther right away, and they should just get it rolling.
true.
I think this whole build-up right now just feels weird. Like there's just something off about it. Like it kind of feels like when The Rock took over Cody Rhodes' spot, it was like, okay, yeah, they're saying they're doing this, but this doesn't feel like what they're actually gonna do. It makes zero sense. I feel like they're gonna throw a fork in the road here.
Yeah.
I know it feels like there's some twist coming.
I think the difference though is that this time it just feels less salvageable because at least with in the Rock situation, Cody Rhodes was the Royal Rumble winner. So you could just easily fix it to say, no, I won the Royal Rumble. I'm gonna challenge Roman Reigns because I it's my right. Jey Uso already won the Rumble. There's no you can't back out of that at all. He won the Rumble.
The only
Yeah,
way they could do it
true.
is if they do something like similar to Rey Mysterio in 2006 when they had like Randy Orton beat him at the Elimination Chamber or No Way Out pay-per-view, whatever it was. And then it was a triple threat from there. So they could do something like that. Oh, but I really don't know.
Uh,
It,
I
in
mean,
other ways, maybe like Cena or whoever wins the chamber is like, nah, you know what? I want the World Heavyweight Championship. Something. I don't know how that would
yeah.
work, but like that'd be I
It's
don't
it's
know.
tricky too because they're already walking a fine line. So to walk even like further, it's kind of difficult to navigate it. Because obviously you can see the vision is Jay and Gunther, but at the same time it takes away from the fact that like Punk's not getting a title match. Cena might not, depending on what happens at the Chamber. So I mean, I'm all for Jay getting that big push, but like you said, Gunther is like kind of not the right opponent. And also, this is like what the fourth match they've had inside of 12 months, so it's kind
Yeah.
of not the best choice.
Yeah. I don't know. And I just think Gunther and Cena are perfect foils to each other. Just such a I mean, they still have time to go with it, I guess, but like I said, Cody and Jay is not the best option. I don't know. I just feel like they messed it up. That's why I was so upset. I gotta go. I gotta go. No yeet. I don't know. I love Jey Uso, but they fucked it up. They fucked it.
BC dub,
Oh,
BC
BC
dub,
dub,
BC
BC
Dub.
dub.
BC dub.
BC
Uh, again, I'll play devil's advocate here. I still like the Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble. It's just the match with Gunther doesn't really move me. But again, I feel like very well deserved, and I'm excited to see what happens at WrestleMania.
Well, from our socials, you can tell that I, at the time, right after the Rumble, I wasn't too pleased. I was like the only one in the stadium not eating. But I've gave it some time, and I feel like no matter like what they do, it'll be fine. And I'm coming around on like he did need it. Like he's super popular, and it makes perfect sense because of his popularity. And he comes out with all these celebrities, and everyone wants to do the yeet. So it just makes perfect sense to me on why they gave him the Rumble.
Maybe we should listen to The Rock. Just shut up and enjoy the ride, I guess. I hope. That's the best thing we can do.
Yeah, there's a lot of time left. Like you really, like who even knows what's gonna happen with the WWE
True.
Championship now?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
who knows?
we're still what, like 60 days out from WrestleMania. So there's a lot of story that can happen. Like we said, someone can get added to the match. In theory, Gunther could not be champion. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah,
still a lot of moving pieces.
You also never know. Like, hopefully this doesn't happen, but like an injury could happen or something.
True, something like
Like
that.
that we don't like. Hopefully that isn't the case, but something like that could happen.
Yeah,
maybe a
Also,
kayfabe injury.
yeah.
Maybe.
maybe. Maybe.
Gunther goes down.
But yeah, I think Jey Uso in the Rumble, it's justified in my head. I know it's a 2-2 split here, but personally, I'm willing to die on the Jey Uso sword. Like I've been his biggest supporter ever since he split from the Usos. So obviously that's gonna be my answer. I even picked him to win the Royal Rumble in our predictions
You
video.
did?
But I can understand the argument of he didn't deserve it or it should have been someone else. Because heading into the Rumble, I picked Jay, but I fully thought CM Punk was going to do it. All right. Do we have any final thoughts here? Any last comments, questions, concerns?
Well, my last thing is WWE has to do the 5-man match for the title. Just saying.
We'll get to that in a future video. Don't you worry.
It's the only way to save WrestleMania.
We'll see.
All right, but that is going to do it for episode 3 of the BCW show. If you liked it, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. It really helps us a lot, and we really appreciate it. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.